look more pink because of the light of your
Yeah, I can't
thing.
fix it, unfortunately.
All good.
Yeah, I can't fix it, unfortunately. Unless
All
I
good.
I can't turn my phone
Oh
flashlight
my
on.
god,
One
holy
second.
echo.
Turn my phone flashlight
Oh,
on. Echo.
there we go, I fixed
My
it.
phone flashlight on. Echo.
There we go, I fixed
My
it.
phone flashlight
By
on.
muting myself, I fixed it. Hey, got a little notification and everything.
Woohoo!
I already see some familiar faces. I see Grace. I see Nexus Cupcake.
Hi, everybody.
I see the ever-present Stream Elements.
Our favorite.
Our favorite.
Whoa.
Sonosora, hello. First. Oh, is that Ty? I think that's Ty.
That is Ty. Yeah.
Cool. Oh my god, what time is it in Thailand right now? Oh my god, it's 2 a.m. in Thailand. That's crazy. Hi Nexus, hi Nico. Crawley Jade. Sonosora stayed up until 2 a.m. to message. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet.
This chat competition.
I know. Cannot wait to play the full game, I swear. Scottish Thai? Well, that's cool.
Oh, interesting.
What a combo. In the UK. That's still pretty late, actually, right? We're past dinner time now. It's like 9. Hi, Nico. How are you? I guess it has been a bit since the last. I mean, was the last stream that long ago?
I
Feels
assume they
long.
meant because did they talk to you in Discord recently?
Maybe, actually. I can search.
It has been maybe a month since you were last on stream. You were the one right before Andrew.
Weird.
You and Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were on the Andrew one too. So
yeah, but I didn't really say much.
That's how I felt. I was like, I'm just here.
Nera introduced me to this
Sure
game.
to look pretty.
That's probably your work then, Cheery or Steph, in terms of talking with Sonosora.
Oh, I think, or do they mean? Do you mean Nera the account, or do you mean there's a player in our Discord called Nera Iron Shield?
Oh.
I'm like, are they mean that Nera?
Hi, Alicantina.
You're the OG Nera.
It's the danger. Subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you very much. Nera Vi.
Oh.
I see. A dental
I've been
appointment.
going through dentist struggles too recently.
God, I really don't like having a numb face. It's a very weird feeling, especially when your tongue ends up numb. Doesn't feel right.
Was it the other day when I went? I was numb from like the back of my ear all the way to like the tip of my nose.
It's a really weird feeling.
Mm-hmm. They were constantly, they were like, please don't bite your tongue. I was like, I don't think I will.
Oh, hello, fellow echoes. Voyagers with D. Welcome to the chat. Morning darkness, it's the danger. So many familiar faces.
Yay.
Yeah, I'd hopefully never.
Hi, Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I definitely got my face numb. My baby teeth wouldn't fall out. So I had 8 baby teeth pulled at one point.
What?
And they gave it to me.
Are you a shark?
They gave it to me in these cute little plastic chests.
Oh, yeah.
It's very adorable. And I used it for a science experiment in 6th grade where I soaked each of my baby teeth in different sodas to see which ones
Ew.
took the most material, were like the worst for your teeth. It was root beer.
I feel like you should have made like a really cool backstory to how you like acquired those teeth. Like you should see the other guy kind of stories, you know?
Dude, I was like 10.
You
It was
weren't
a
ready
really
yet.
cool experiment. It helped that I have a chemist mom, because then I could go to her lab and she would have this like super precise scale to weigh the teeth each week. It's quite interesting.
That is interesting. That's crazy.
Um, yeah. Biscuits McShits. Gotta say, love the game. Thank you so much. Looking for lovely people in a wonderful game. Lanuba, you are in the right place. Wow, were those little chests universal? Those little plastic, brightly colored chests? Oh my gosh.
I think so. I actually got one recently. when I started my Invisalign and they pulled one of my teeth, they gave it to me in the little chest, and I was like, I don't want this. What am I supposed to do with this?
For the tooth fairy, dude.
Damn,
All
she didn't come to my house.
right. Well, thank you for lurking. And Nico, thank you for playing the demo over and over. If you haven't applied to join the alpha playtest, maybe now's the time. Maybe this is the moment. Because boys, there are a lot of stuff in it, and we're gonna look at some of them today.
Let's
So
go.
welcome everybody to the stream. We're gonna jump in today. So a lot of what we're talking about today is looking at a lot of the stuff coming in, because a lot of it is mid-flight. There's a ton of stuff. But we're kind of getting into the launch tunnel for shipping the game into early access, as you guys know. As Morning Darkness says, can't wait for September. Um, uh, ADTRL. Oh, I don't know how to say that. Seeing new biome Greatwoods. I came to see the sites. You're in the right place. We're going to be previewing some of that and walking around in game later today. Okay, feels like it's luck of the draw to get access. Shoot me a message after in Discord. We can make sure that happens. We're probably gonna be doing another wave related to this playtest very shortly. Um, but yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to share with you guys. So we've had a couple of events as well since our last stream. Um, so one of those things actually is we had uh, a little visit to an in-person convention, which was kind of
Touched
cool.
grass.
Yeah, we touched some grass, mostly turf, but a little grass. So there's this thing called Open Sauce up in Northern California. It is a makers convention, is what it was called. It was like
Craft people.
robotics and people building go-karts, and someone
Crazy
put
3D printing projects.
yeah. And they just started for the first time this year a gaming area, and they invited a lot of people to apply, and we were fortunate enough to get picked to show off the game in their games exhibit. And they also had an online show that some of you guys might have seen. We were posting on social media about the Secret Sauce Showcase, which off-brand games, I think Ludwig's like sort of gaming arm, publishing company, put on this show and got to show our game and show a little dev diary. So that was really, really cool. And we got to set up a little booth. We ordered one of these things that every vendor seems to have, of like a little showroom floor poster with a big blow up of our splash art, which was really, really pretty. Um, we got to hang out with some of the team. There were just all sorts of crazy stuff there that was really fun.
Wait,
Uh,
zoom in on that pumpkin. I feel like that's my favorite one. That was
that
like the craziest exhibit called
so
like Cursed
unhinged.
Controllers. It was
Yeah.
literally like turning really odd objects into controllers. So you could like play Minecraft with this like crazy pumpkin. Or like there was one part that was like cups full of water, and I don't know how it worked. I was afraid to touch it if I'm honest. But I think you like put your hands inside of the water and it would like control the game. Crazy.
um,
That was so funny.
we also gave a talk there. Oh, but first, Lanuba had such a sweet message of saying thank you for Nera. It became my safe space recently. Been struggling with problems recently and sick leave for 4 weeks. Nera gives me so much comfort. Thank you for checking out the game. Um, we make the game because we want it to be a fun place for people to hang out, and we want it to be like an adventure that people can go on. And so you actually having that moment is really, really cool. It was actually part of the talk I gave, where just like, dude, at the end of the day, every game dev just wants to create an emotional response for someone. I think we all work in games because we had that moment ourselves. So really appreciate you saying that. That's really cool to hear. Really, really awesome to know that it's resonating with someone. You know. Oh, sorry. And then we go from that heartfelt moment to this truly unhinged
I
thing.
love that little Roomba. It's so cute. It came and talked to me. It like waved at me with its little feather thing. What do you call it? A duster?
Yeah, it's an interesting show. But yeah, we also
So
gave a
funny.
talk. They put me in this hilariously large hall, and there's only a handful of people there, mostly the other game devs. But we gave a talk actually about a lot of what we talk about here with this crew in our Twitch, which is our whole playtest process and how like different and huge it's been for us to be like, yo, we're gonna playtest every 2 weeks. We're gonna talk about the game, newsletters, dev stream every 2 weeks, and how huge that's been for us making the game better, but also like building a community with you guys. And I was like, man, I hope this helps some other dev because I feel like it was like game changing for us. You know, like we started early days. In some hard times, you know, we like made lots of versions of the game that didn't pan out. It was like a lot of morale damage and stuff, and we kind of had to rally and keep going. And then it started to make a lot more sense when we started doing these frequent playtests. I don't mean to dox anybody, but there are a couple familiar faces in here.
Slick.
Uh, we got some OG playtesters that are still in chat today, and including Meepy, who is one of our mods nowadays. Um, Oh, we got so many first time chatters. Oh my god, I looked away for a minute. Get low, welcome. And Raziel 317. Hello, hello, welcome to the chat. But yeah, it was a really fun talk to do. A lot of it was really just around playtesting and like how to extract player feedback and how to try and stay open to it even when you're showing off like really rough versions of the game, and then how like kind of special it's felt, especially when we got to bigger moments like Next Fest, like the demo launch, where it's like, you know, as a dev, it's really tough and kind of scary where you're like, oh God, like it's like the worst place to run into some critical bug. So you're really concerned about doing that. But I feel like because of getting to playtest as we go, we have a lot less risk as we put out the game. But also we just throughout all the time, like we still, you know, ship bugs, we still make mistakes left and right. But seeing so much more of the sort of like positive support from players has been really cool, right? And it's really reassuring to us to also just be like, oh, we can mess up, but people are forgiving. Or even seeing like something that was really cool of like when someone else is like, oh, this is like really annoying to me, seeing someone else come in and be like, dude, like don't worry, they're gonna take care of it. And you guys can reach so many places we never can. So there's something, and truthfully, also it's better coming from you than for me as like our a corporate mouthpiece in chief.
That's what we call him all the time at work.
So it's just been a really cool experience, and so we got to share that with a lot of other devs, which was really fun, really fun.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think also a really
watch this
cool thing
feedback.
about playtesting so frequently too is there's actually lots of types of changes in game dev that I feel like take time, like a lot of playtime to like even kind of like start to like see how you feel about it. So sometimes, you know, we'll release a patch and like people will have a really strong reaction to something getting nerfed or something feeling really bad initially or something being confusing. Um, but then kind of like over time that changes because there's like a kind of like I don't know how to say it, like change shock that happens a lot of times, and it's actually like, oh, you need to play test this for like days and days sometimes before you start to really get like to the meat of like the feedback. So I think there's just been so many great things that have come out of being able to play test more often and being able to like really see those feedback patterns emerge and get feedback more regularly, or even see the times too where it's like, hey, actually I had this initial reaction and it was like really difficult, or I really didn't like this thing, but the more time I spent with it, these are the things I like about it, and being able to like learn those insights is like really helpful.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing all of these folks, so many familiar names. Yeah, Naked Gamer, thank you for the shout out. Everyone loves this little hat.
Oh, the
um,
hat is so cute. We really need
yeah.
that version in game. I think we tried to get the one with the hat in the game, but we had some issues with the hat. I think.
We'll have to save it for a future time. No, thank you guys for seeing all the effort we're putting in here. Um, And okay, sometimes you just get used to changes. Yeah, it's funny how much momentum there is with this thing that you play. It sort of becomes the default very quickly. Um, get low. So cool that it's working on Steam Deck. Something that was really neat from Open Source is actually how many people came up, and we were meeting a lot of new people. And we just had the trailer playing on that big TV on loop, which was a really great way to like hook people's attention when they're just walking by. But there was also just a lot of people coming by because they had seen the game from Next Fest, which I really didn't expect
Yeah.
actually. Like
Someone
we,
took a picture of me. They
yeah.
were like so excited that we were
um,
there, and I was like, "Do you want to take the picture with me?" They're like, "No." I was like, "Okay, cool, cool."
yeah, they just want the picture of you. It's not like a selfie with the dev. It's just like, here's Steph from the stream, I guess. Pretty funny. Um, Raziel says getting early engagement from players who want to test the game and give you constructive feedback can help smaller dev teams. It's so crazy true.
Yes.
And honestly, there was this whole part of this talk that was like, dude, any kind of feedback is a gift. Because the opposite of something like positive feedback isn't negative feedback. It's just like total silence. It's just like being completely ignored because you didn't make something cool enough to even get someone to be like, oh God, like this other game does this better. So even the negative feedback is actually a huge gift in our eyes, because the alternative would just be like, hearing nothing, having
Yeah.
no idea how to make the game better. Anyways, let's get to some of the cool stuff that's coming up. So one of the things I was mentioning is we are getting closer. Oh, we just had a follower. I have notifications somewhere. Where to get? Where is that? Oh oh
Usually it
oh
shows up in the middle, I
oh.
thought.
Okay
Or you
okay.
mean
No.
somewhere on your end?
Cheeto Queen followed us. Wait a second.
I know that person.
Wait a second. Cheeto Queen wasn't already a follower, you mean?
Damn, toxic. For
Cheeto
anyone that
Queen.
doesn't know, Cheeto Queen is Meg, one of our software engineers,
who
and Meg is
admittedly
awesome.
she's been away from office for a little bit due to some exciting life stuff. But still, I'm like, yo, dude, I was following on my other account. Okay,
Yeah, a
okay.
likely story.
Oh God. Okay. Anyways, welcome. I'm glad you're here. um, we are getting closer to early access launch, so like things are really getting intense. You're gonna see in a lot of the updates happening right now. Hi, Cozy. Um, we got a ton of stuff landing real fast. Like it's just stuff landing. And so our testing focus is gonna need to start shifting because frankly, like we have to get every calorie available toward hardening this version of the game going out, right? And so with a lot of sorry to conscript you guys, but you guys are all part of this effort. This alpha testing group is actually like a huge part of our ongoing sort of like loop of how we make the game better, right? Like as we talk about every week. So you guys are getting kind of roped up into this a little bit. So I wanted to let you guys know we're trying to focus on hardening the game as much as possible. So I wanted to find a cooler gift, and Salt is like kind of whatever. But this was the best thing I could come up with in terms of where we need help. Because really we're like, hey, we have to focus all of our efforts on hardening the version of the game going out with early access. That means a couple things. First, we are going to be turning off the public Steam demo at some point soon, right? Probably in like 3 or 4 weeks, we're planning on turning off the public Steam demo because a lot of that feedback is getting pretty dated. A lot of that demo is like from still the next fest version of the game. So a lot of the stuff that we're testing and we really need help going through and being like, hey, is the balance of this right? Are there bugs with this? It's just not as relevant a source of info anymore. And then we also are trying to shift a lot of our alpha testing toward, dude, we need to be finding bugs. Like we need to be finding critical crashes. If we don't fix those, that's the stuff that's like instantly negative reviews, like rightfully at early access. And so we need coverage. And that also probably means like a part that's like a little bit more painful is like, hey, this system would be so cool if it did this, if we changed this, if we added this feature. We still want that feedback, but it's also stuff that's firmly like, okay, we're putting it in the fridge
Yeah,
until
you'll
we
probably
have
see a
time.
pause in those things coming in as frequently as
Yeah.
they have been, just because we need to kind of shift focus from making new things to fixing the current things. And there's always a kind of hard line because sometimes if something is really bad, we have to revisit it. But there's so many improvements that you guys suggest and that we really want to do, but in order to just like make sure that we can ship the thing as bug free as possible, we need to like stop doing those
Yeah.
kinds of new additions at some point, at least for a little bit.
You guys are so funny. It's like, oh, I've got to come clean. I've been bad at the dude. Like all this feedback is so valuable. I
Yeah,
mean,
playing it all is helpful.
I know. Really, we say this because we're just like, hey, the better job we can do at telling you what we need, the more like we hope that will lead to reports. Like, there's zero obligation. You guys are volunteering so much help for us. It's kind of insane. Um, but so we really appreciate it. But really, like, yeah, we just want to let you guys know that like being on the launch pad is like making sure our software doesn't break. Nothing leads to negative reviews more quickly than just being like, tried to
Shit
launch
don't
game,
work.
it crashed, game dead. Or one of the ones that is just like we've all seen launches like this, and it's like it's really quite tragic for everybody. But like save data going belly up just sucks for everybody. It's like just like the worst. So in that vein, we have a bunch of save data work in progress to just make it as robust as humanly possible. The next phase of testing that we're going to be heading toward is stopping the wiping of save data. Not this patch, but maybe as soon as the next one.
Yeah, we're
We're
trying
gonna
so hard to get there.
yeah, so that just so we have more data points for what not wiping save data will look like. How do we patch without wiping save data?
What kind of bugs happen that we didn't expect because it's
Yeah.
hard for us to test that.
So it'll be very exciting. I think that'll be very like rich development wise, but also it's just like such a weird thing to test because you can get save data coming in so many different states. So
Yes, oh
all
my
the help
god.
with that in the world would be great. Yeah, so more info coming soon. We're probably looking at not this playtest, but maybe as soon as the next one, starting to work towards some of this transition. But we're gonna give you some of the harder details about this in our Discord and in our newsletter. So if you guys are there, then please keep an eye out in the announcements channel or in the newsletter, and then you'll see sort of this pivot happening. We just wanted to tell you guys a little sooner because the people in the stream I think are the most excited about like the sausage being made and really like the dev brain part of how this works. And it's just like, yeah, that's why, is because we are cleaning stuff off of the launch pad already. Which is fun, which is exciting, but it's also like, oh, lot of some of these other categories of work go way up. Um, uh, Skinny Sharks edition?
Oh yeah, have you not seen those yet?
No, is that a
I
bug?
don't know if you remember. No, it's intentional. I don't know if you remember actually, Michael, but we added the shark a while ago, and originally it was kind of supposed to be like a biome 2 thing, so it drops like the resource that like that hide or whatever that you need for that armor. But we really liked having like 3+ ocean enemies in the first biome too,
Mm,
and it was like really we were like, oh, if we like take it away, it kind of takes away a lot of stuff. So we made like a baby version. He's a little smaller, a little leaner.
did I mi-
Drops different resources.
I missed that in the patch notes, didn't I?
Maybe so.
Oops.
Don't
That's why I was
forget the
like,
baby
oh,
shark.
yeah.
Do.
We all it would cost is like $15,000 to license it, I bet. Uh, God, Tim, we have a parent on the team who would murder us if we did that.
He left the Discord call the other day when I was singing Baby Shark.
I mean, in fairness to him, that he is being assaulted at work. um, okay,
HR?
so we got a new patch that's up on Discord right now, and there's a bunch of stuff. I can switch over to following you, Steph, if you want to go through any of these, and
Yeah,
we can
let's
also
do
click
it.
on the patch notes if you want me to follow you there too. So you
Oh.
let me know what you'd prefer.
Oh, you can click the patch notes actually real quick
Cool.
just so we can show I did move it. I
Yeah.
tricked
No,
you.
perfect. There we go.
Um,
Yep.
Awesome. But we have a lot of changes, and obviously a lot of things are still pretty early in development too. So I think as you guys have noticed, and something I don't know how transparent we've like been about necessarily, not on not on purpose, but is that the version of some of the parts of the game that you guys are seeing, you're actually seeing sometimes more of it more quickly than we are at this point. We have a lot of game to work on and play at the same time, and we didn't really want to keep withholding the new biome, even though it was like very work in progress compared to some of the other ones when we've entered testing. So some of the feedback that you're seeing in Greatwood and some of the bugs, you're actually playtesting it more in your raw hours than we even can like do as like our small team, which is really awesome. But it definitely means it's really work in progress. So I appreciate the patience you guys have had with all of the bugs and placeholders and creepy gray slidey guys. But yeah, we're still continuing basically every patch to work on updates to the Greatwood. We're really trying to push hard to get this to a good spot before the early access. So basically every single day, that's like one of our primary focuses of a lot of the team is the level design, the art passes, the new enemies, and their visuals and their abilities. So we have a lot of updates to the Greatwood. So if you play through, you should see it probably will feel a little bad because there's some stuff, especially bugs, that we haven't gotten to yet that you guys have been reporting. They're definitely on our list and we want to. We're just kind of balancing the phases, of how the biome kind of comes up in development. But you'll see a bunch of new content. You'll see that the spirits are actually hooked up and you can earn them now in the biome because we've actually have made all the rewards that go behind the spirits. So you should be able to see and rescue those now.
Oh, I should probably be
We
scrolling in
Yeah,
real
I was
time with
gonna
you, huh?
mention that. uh, so yeah, if you want to just that's like the new hunter enemy. So he's we always kind of want to have 3 enemies per biome, and this was the 3rd one that we finally have added. So he's kind of more of a support character, a little different than some of the other biomes, like where we have like the brute in the reef, who's like just kind of a big boy who does big damage. But this one has like a little bit more interaction with the other enemies, just because we thought that
Mm-hmm.
that kind of hit this like witch doctor kind of vibe that these enemies are kind of going for. So new new mechanics to play around. The bramble vine, we've kind of done another placement pass, and so those are going to be around, and you can destroy those, which is really cool. Yeah, Meg is seeing this for the first time.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Meg,
If
I'm
you want to,
glad that this is a sign that you've done a good job of actually taking your time off. So I'm glad that this is a surprise.
yeah, if you want to keep scrolling down, we've
Yeah.
made a bunch of improvements to the character creator and assets too. No new styles yet. I'll see. Actually, I didn't put these in the board. We have
Oh
some
yeah, add them
new
to the board. Add them to
things
the board.
for it
Yeah.
in the background that we're baking on. But we'll have a couple new options. Probably not as many as we still want. Obviously, I feel like there's an endless well of content you can add to the character creator. Um, but some cool things coming soon. We added status effect vignettes, especially we used to get a lot of feedback about like
Mhm.
not realizing you're cold, not realizing when you're corrupted. So hopefully this will help out a lot. Um, we added some actual animations to the new kind of like rooted while consuming things state. So hopefully that'll at least make it a lot more clear what's kind of happening and why. Continuing to like balance the reef and add in content or fix up some things that you guys gave us a lot of feedback on, and especially when we were doing our pass with hunger, we realized we're a little lacking. So there should be new recipes in the reef that integrate with the new hunger system. We fixed the shark spawning, so hopefully you'll be able to find sharks this time. But if you can't, let us know. That's been a really tricky one to track down. They're hiding a little bit. We did big gameplay passes to the Elder Spirit encounter too. So
Mhm.
if you haven't played that in a few patches, definitely try it out this time because I think there's some interesting things added to the fight. Definitely one of the big ticket items, I think, as a couple people have mentioned in chat, is the hunger rework. So this
Yeah.
is a system we've kind of reworked a few times actually, and I think we never even play tested the very first version with everyone where it used to be very traditional survival crafting. There was like a hunger and a thirst meter, and if those things hit 0, you took damage until you died. Um, then we kind of like slowly shifted to like what's like a positive incentive model. And then now we're kind of on this new version where hopefully you have to eat a lot less, but you'll get more powerful buffs. I see someone said they're not a fan of the new food system. Please leave that feedback in Discord because we would love to hear why. Um, but yeah, you'll definitely no longer be as heavily like kind of penalized like you were before for not eating. And hopefully you'll get some like really powerful buffs on the other end of that make it feel really awesome, basically, to like eat and go out for an adventure. So we have a bunch of changes there, and we're trying in the background to continue to add some of these quality of life things. So if you scroll a little down, we
Yeah.
did some balance changes based off of a lot of feedback. We added in-game chat, which I also know has some feedback that we're going to be working on in terms of like how visible it is or how hidden it could be instead. So we're working on that, but we at least wanted to get this feature in so it's like playtestable. We have a custom game settings prototype. This is one we've gotten a lot of feedback on, and we'd really like to keep expanding this in the future. So really, this is just the first set of settings. But hopefully, these settings will help you tweak the difficulty a little bit for your game file. So it's things like gathering rate, how much damage the enemies do, how much damage you do as a player. You can disable your items dropping on death. You could disable equipment durability, at least for when you're hitting stuff. So hopefully those will be a really cool add. Hopefully really help you kind of tune the difficulty a little bit more. And then, yeah, we hope really to expand those over time and make them easier to edit because right now you have to go in this crazy file and it's a little difficult. But we're adding the UI as soon as we can. But yeah, that's a bit of an overview. So if you haven't hopped in a little bit, I think now would be a good time. We're definitely going to continue to have some big updates too to the Greatwood and to the hunger system as we're doing the kind of like improvements to it. So the next few patches are going to be really great if you want to see some of these new systems in action. But we can hop over back to the Mira board a little bit. And we can talk a little bit, I think, too, about I mentioned that there are some things that we're kind of currently working on, but that I at least wanted to kind of show some of them too. But we are working on our custom game server options and making those accessible in the UI itself, actually.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the whip version of this UI. So you'll, and you can kind of see actually there's a game name field, which is related to another thing I'll mention in the next part. But yeah, so we're trying to add some of these server settings so that you can actually configure them when you're starting the game or go back and edit them at any time, and hopefully a little bit easier. But in this next section, we're working on a lot of cool changes and really trying to pack in as much as we can to make the early access really great. So as I mentioned, we're going to be as I mentioned, we're going to be still improving the hunger UI generally and like the UX of that, and even adding some extra features like the fact that like there'll be kind of like a grace period where before your your food buff fully expires, you can like eat a new one, so you can actually keep topped off versus like having to like explicitly kind of like go back or explicitly wait until it ends. So we're gonna add some kind of like decay functionality like that that will help you be able to refresh it strategically. We're doing a lot of gameplay updates to corruption and the corrupted spires to like make them more clear, make them feel more like encounters too, because they're a little like hit or miss right now. And the corruption debuff is like pretty invisible. It's really hard to tell how impactful it is or not. And there's a lot of like weird things that maybe you don't even notice probably as like normal players, but the way we have these set up, we add more enemies sometimes around these corrupted zones, but because they're not encounters, those enemies just stay there forever, and that area just always kind of sucks to be in. So we're going to be like making some changes so that like once you've cleared that corruption zone, you know, the enemies will go back also to like a normal amount so that you could then build a base there. So a lot of stuff coming up with that. We're going to be adding multiple world save files, and so you can kind of see a little whip version of the UI for that. So you'll actually be able to name and have multiple files. I think, are you still following me, Michael?
Oh, nope.
I didn't notice. Come on.
I'm not.
But yeah, so you'll actually be able to like name and have multiple save files. So if you play with multiple groups of people, you'll actually be able to separate those. And then you can see that little pencil is where you would actually edit those server settings. So you'll be able to manage your save files and edit the difficulty settings and everything. We're also working on our second building kit style. So this is still a square kit. We're not yet adding the round kit. The round kit actually is pretty complicated, unfortunately. It'll probably come post early access. But we are adding some new styles. So in the reef, you'll be able to unlock this new building style. And hopefully it looks pretty cool. It also has some, I think, reminiscence of the original kit that we had in the game. It's kind of our glow up version of that one that we had for so long. Oh, awesome. Chat loves it. I love to show the building stuff. Everyone's always so excited about it. Will we be able to customize character again once we're in the game? So just so you know, there is a buildable that you can unlock. I think it is behind a spirit, so you do have to find the little guy in the world. But that should basically give you access to the character creator. It's called the looking pool. So if you look in your knowledge tree, around maybe level like 4 or 5, I think it is a spirit unlock that you can see in your knowledge tree.
Yeah.
So you
Oh, yeah.
can do that.
That doesn't mean you have to go find him out in the
Yeah.
embrace. So he's in the first biome. He's not too far away, but it is a little bit of work.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps you out. But yeah, so we're working on this new building kit. We're also working on tons of new props. I might add a few more into this board, but this is one that I'm really excited about. Where I think people love the fox plushie. We've always, I think, wanted to like expand on that, and so we're adding a plush building pack. So you'll have a plushie of all of your favorite companions and one surprise one that I'll let you discover in game. Um, but it's so cute. It's literally the cutest stinking thing I've ever seen.
That's
If you had
crazy.
it. We couldn't give you plushies in real life yet, but we can give you plushies in the game.
Although
Um,
honestly, if I figure that out, this is pretty helpful reference to show like a makeship or something and be like, "Yo, can you make this?"
please.
So
Please,
it'll
please,
maybe
please.
help me with that part.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah, Sarah Barrows knows where my head's at.
But they're really cute. So the whole pack of those. We're also working on our latest Elder Spirit, actually. So we mentioned the Greatwood, and every biome is going to have this magical Elder Spirit. This is the kind of latest and greatest of what that guy is going to look like. He's going to be this giant, ancient earth
Oh,
turtle.
do I have to click it to get it to
Oh,
move?
maybe you do have to click it.
I think so. Oh, there we go.
Click it. Look how cool he is. And we're working on also like the buff that he'll give you right now. We have a lot of fun ideas for that. Feel seen on the name. um, but yeah, so we're working on a lot of like new upcoming content. And some invisible stuff in the background. Well, maybe the quest bug fixes like won't be so invisible because everybody is very visibly seeing a lot of bugs with it right now. But we are going to be working on really trying to fix a lot of the quest bugs that you guys have been experiencing. We think that that's happened due to some of these like underlying save data works that we've been doing, unfortunately. So a little bit of a cost of progress. So we're going to work hard to resolve a lot of those bugs that you guys have been really helpful in reporting. So thank you for that. And yeah, generally improving save data integrity. That's like something in the background that we're working on really hard. Probably going to be a somewhat invisible change for you, but will hopefully mean you lose less data. We can do no wipe playtests and not be worried about your stuff disappearing or your game crashing. So really excited to be able to do that. Would
Couple
we be able to
things.
rename the Elder Spirits? That's a cute idea.
That's a cute idea. A couple of quick things. Elio23, thank you for the follow. I didn't want to interrupt, but thank you
Yeah,
so much
sorry.
for popping in and following us. Also, I believe was it Morning Darkness that had a question earlier, which is, hey, are we going to do
Oh,
stuff like key giveaways through Lurk It or something like that? We are obviously putting you guys to work, QAing and testing our game and giving us feedback on the game. We will also happily put you to work when it comes to sharing and promoting the game when it comes to early access. Actually, in a future stream, Chiri's probably going to be sharing some stuff about like what is Twitch drops going to look like during that period. Oh my God, you're really
it's so
bringing out all the
cute.
big guns. And things like
Sorry.
key giveaways, creator programs like creator kits, stuff like that. So don't worry, we are 100% going to take you guys up for help at early access.
I have to
Oh wait,
crop
here
this one a
let's
little
zoom in
bit.
on that. We gotta zoom in on that. Bring us closer.
Oh, on the bird.
Yeah, on the bird.
It's so cute.
Oh, you're gonna
I
add
love it.
some of the other hairstyles that are in progress,
Yeah, I
right?
was.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to crop it
Sick,
because
sick,
there's
sick.
boobies in it. But if you don't know, all of our default character models when we edit them in game, yeah, are all nude. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
you
let me
know.
get a tasteful crop of this one. There's no Baldur's Gate, but. But yeah, so we are working on some. There's one other new hairstyle. I think it might be further up. I'll have to
Every
find it.
new hair is like the coolest one when it comes in.
I know. I'm really excited about this one. I think it's so cool. We're also working on some new face types actually too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this next screenshot will show one of our. Oh, I cropped it bad.
Dude, making a game at baseline is like, oh my God, there are so many bugs spread over so much of the game.
Oh my god, so many bugs.
And it turns out
I love
survival
bugs.
crafting is like an even worse version of that because there are so many systems that are overlapping with one another too. So it's just bugs cut by bugs over so much of the game. So it's a real process to organize all of it. Like, you know,
Well,
we've
it's
had
so helpful that you guys are. I mean, I know the resets suck actually, but one of the best thing that's come out of the resets is that like you guys are able to spend so much time also catching these bugs that like happen randomly in some other part of the game that we like haven't touched in like a year. So it's super helpful.
Thank you, Morning Darkness. Really appreciate the support. No, we're definitely gonna ask for help in getting the word out because, you know, honestly, like Next Fest went really well. Like we shared a couple of times ago, but it's still like compared to the total number of people that are into survival crafting, I feel like we've just kind of scratched the surface. So we really need as much help as possible getting the word out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many bugs to still handle. I mean, character creator included. That like there were so many that we're still in the middle of resolving. Like even the skin tones one being available for every body type. It's just like on the list. We got to get to it at some point, but it's on the list with the hundreds of others, and it's always just sort
Yeah.
of attacking the top of the list. Yeah.
Awesome. Do we want to hop in the game though for a bit,
Let's
Michael?
do it. Let's do it. Yeah, so we're just gonna show a bunch of the stuff that's in game, but if you guys have questions, like please let them loose. Like we'll just be chatting and showing you guys the game for the rest of the stream. I'm gonna be joining Steph's server.
Oh yeah, I should put a code up.
Code is so malicious at times. That's so funny. The code is
Yes.
so evil.
Aw, thank you, Lanuba.
Yeah, thank you so much. Um,
My server is up, Michael.
Melody Rose, ever so incredibly gracious. just saying so sorry. We're literally being like, dear God, thank you for these reports.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'm invisible on Steam. That
no,
probably
it's
makes
okay.
your
I
life
can
a little
join you.
hard.
I got the code.
Okay.
Disable all screen messages.
Yeah, there's just so much content. Honestly, even like that versus like what we showed on the board. There's like so much content happening in the background. Um, like the Greatwood is going to come with a huge amount of like new recipes and buildables and other stuff, and so we're integrating a bunch of that things in, going back and adding more buildables pieces to the reef. Doing some enemy updates to make them like more reliable and give them kind of attack variations. Working on the construct. We have had a lot of bugs around there, so there's just like honestly, it's like crazy. There's like more things than I can put on the Miro board to list.
We gotta get like a oh man, God, when does anyone have time? Like Mina and Kyle to come and do like a Greatwood
Yeah.
walkthrough. I think we did that for the reef when we were first starting it, and I was just like, oh, there's so much
Mm-hmm.
cool stuff here. Just need to find time to show
Oh, let's see. Can I
it.
put? I can put the thatch roof. If I put the thatch roof on the clay kit, then it's really just like the OG build kit.
Hmm.
Cute. Looks pretty
Still,
good.
I'm still loading to join.
Oh, come on.
Probably feel like talking about it. Haven't played. Truly happy to do
Wait, what's
it.
server?
Raziel, that is incredibly kind of you. I really appreciate it. Marnie Darcy says a new list compiling. That's funny. Oh, do we get to unlock the coral build plans this update?
Not in the one we just put out, but in the very next one, they'll be there.
Is that the one with the crazy roof?
I don't think it has the crazy roof. We wanted the crazy roof, I think, in some ways, but it was really hard to get it to work. So I think we're gonna.
No.
That one will back burner. Figure out. Oh, you didn't get in.
No, my game crashed.
Uh-oh.
Which is not working as
Game
intended
dev
if I
IRL.
had to venture a guess.
Let's see. Let me put change list here
Meathy
on.
Meathy is stalwart and consistent. One day Turtle will return, I hope. I hope as well.
Yeah, we have been seeing some people report some joining into game bugs. They're really hard to track down, which is really tough.
Yeah. The logs don't say it as much as we'd like.
Well, I feel you joining this time. Hopefully you get in.
You feel okay. I'm happy to be here and help. First time doing anything like this, but best experience so far. That's awesome. That's from Cozy Cup Gamer. First time playtesting. I feel like okay. I feel like we're not the only ones being like, yo, player feedback is like the best. Like more and more, I think people are figuring out clever ways to involve people in close. I do feel like on the spectrum, we're a lot more talkative than a lot of the spectrum, because we're just like, dude, like if you don't talk, I feel like miscommunication or misunderstanding is really easy to sort of be like the default landing spot. But if you're enjoying this, I actually feel like there's a lot more games who are like actively like dying for player feedback. So I'm sure you could actually find a lot more now that have sort of like this like being part of the game dev journey. Um, Especially if stuff like my talks work one day and we get more people on the feed playtest like train.
Michael, I think you're not gonna get in, so you might want to try to start the server instead.
Okay.
It might be because I was using that new multi-world stuff.
Oh, do
Not
you want me
sure.
to remove a parameter
Yeah,
or?
maybe you should remove that just in case.
Okay, everyone don't look at this parameter that will surely lead to crashes.
Haha.
Um, okay, I'm gonna try getting rid of that. I'm gonna try rejoining one more time.
Oh, let's see. I'll try to I can remove that too. One sec.
Nico says, I think I heard it mentioned you want to have 3 enemies per biome. Would you consider adding more in the future or wildlife as well?
We definitely want to add wildlife, especially like critters and like just like little things getting around. We also have been trying to like up the ante a little bit on like some of the like the resource creatures in the biome too. Um, I'll need to give you a new code, Michael.
Oh, you know what I realized is we probably need like a secret hide thing here too, huh?
Oh yeah.
That just occurred to me. I'd be totally doxing you if we were
If this
playing
was
on
live,
external
and
builds.
if we were popular
Or
streamers.
if we were cool, yeah.
I don't think that many people wanna hack us.
Omen's not being able to get into anyone's world. What? God, that's so annoying.
Yeah, it is really frustrating. But yeah, the best thing you can do to help with that is to upload logs into those reports, because we can't really do honestly anything without that info.
Yeah.
That's the most helpful thing. But yeah, it's definitely on our radar, and we're trying to figure out why people are seemingly like inconsistently too having issues. I sent you a new code. Hopefully it'll work.
Everyone so on top of Discord chat, they all need a raise. Everyone gets a raise when the game releases, right? I think that depends a lot how the game does. We're all just, I mean, games industry in such a weird spot. Everyone's just sort of fighting to survive right now.
I sent you the new code.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Morning, a good thing to notice. I know we have a bunch of streamers in chat who are just like, yeah, this would be very helpful. Inoki TV, new features considered in real time. I mean, that is kind of just game dev, honestly, right? We're just a bunch of people talking about the game and, just trying to organize our work as much as possible. But that is kind of just how it comes up sometimes. And definitely with playtest, that's a big part of it. It's like fresh perspective makes you think about all sorts of stuff. What's that?
I think you're not gonna get in. I don't know why.
Wow.
Maybe my save file is weird. I think maybe you should start your own.
How dare you gatekeep me?
I'll play by myself. I could stream my stream to Discord, and then you could put it on your stream.
Yeah, we could do that. Your internet's pretty good. I just want to use the cool world you're making. Okay, here. Why don't we try that? I'm gonna watch your stream.
It's not that cool right now. But...
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm not on our playtest server. That would have been cooler.
Let me go over here.
And I'm naked.
And I'm gonna turn off this extra little face cam. And I'm going to full screen this guy.
Look at myself.
Can I full screen this guy? I think
that is above my pay grade, Michael. I don't know.
Eh?
So that's above my pay grade. I don't know how streaming works.
No, you're doing it. It's working. It's pretty smooth, actually.
Nice.
Oh, looking pretty cool.
Yeah, this is like the latest armor set in the Greatwood if you haven't been there yet, or if you haven't seen the spoilers. Also, yeah, we're entering spoiler zone, so...
Oh, yeah.
If you're not into spoilers... As I turn around to my cool little work in progress base. Yeah, you will notice too that this like frame is a little different color and texture than our original one too. I need to turn free build back on. So it's kind of like we were thinking this one, this one's like a kind of more primitive or like, early wood before you kind of get like refining. But now that you're in the reef and you can actually like use the woodworking station to like cut planks and stuff, that this could actually be like, an upgraded or kind of like more refined material frame. That's why it looks a little bit different. Hopefully it looks cool. And it's just cool to have like a different palette and a different vibe. So hopefully
Oh
people will
God, that
like
looks
that.
good.
I know, it's so beautiful. Kyle fucking crushed it, dude, as usual.
Maybe it's also just spending so long in Southern California, but I love that style of roof too. The ceramic roof.
I know, I kind of wish that I have like a little bit of this on my house, but not enough. I kind of wish it was like a full Spanish style.
Yeah. Oh, Prong's had a good question. I may have missed this, but I assume you'll still want playtesters after early access release. How timely! Because, man, we've been talking about like, what are our updates after early access? How much room do we leave to be responsive in case there's like critical stuff going on? But we also have long lead time for like other juicy new things like big features or like next biome. But playtesting we're still going to want to do, of course. But I think we're probably going to shift some of the setup because one, it's a little weird to have like, here's a test version of your game that is like over here and completely separate and like totally in parallel to the live version of the game. We're still figuring out the exact form this takes, but we're probably going to shift more toward like a beta branch of the Voyagers of Nera game app in Steam. Because then release pipeline wise, it makes a lot more sense. Then you're getting feedback from people who already have the game as well. Oh, the sea glass looks so nice.
I know, isn't it cute? I love it.
So yes, we're still going to want to play test, but we're probably going to change a lot of the structure. And also, frankly, like fingers crossed things go well, the total volume of feedback is going to be a little harder to differentiate with because hopefully we're getting a lot of feedback from people coming in at early access too. So that there's also a bit of rethinking in terms of how we utilize each pool of feedback that has to happen too. Sorry, that's a bit of a boring answer, but there'll be more info. We are thinking about it right now because this has been so valuable for us. We don't really want to just be like, and then ta-da, we're done. SG Norton, welcome to the chat. Will there be an option to hide armor? In most games, I like being able to see hide the head armor in order to still see the face and hair. Well, guess what? It's your lucky day. There you are. It actually works in game today. This would have been a better example if this character had hair, but
imagine if I had hair.
Imagine she had hair.
I'm going for like a Furiosa kind of look,
Yeah, Furiosa. Back in April, August looked like such a beautiful date. Tell me about it. Need a Japanese style roof. Oh.
Yeah. I know, there's
dude.
like so much potential for just like infinite building content. Honestly, I'm really excited to keep adding to the kit.
Call us a bunch of weebs, but we need some cherry blossoms up in here at some point.
You are a weeb.
Are you guys having a booth at TwitchCon? I don't think so. Timing wise, I think it's gonna be a little too tough for us. Yeah, we're gonna try and make it to some different events, but I think at most it'll probably be one or two of us attending. Twitch. When is TwitchCon actually?
Also above my pay grade. Don't know. Oh yeah, we also now have these notched arrows. Oh, look, the arrow for the I actually haven't seen the tide metal arrow. It's like a little version of the spear. That's cute.
Oh, who was it in chat that was like, I can't believe you called this a trident. It only has 2 prongs. So funny. I was like, yeah, but like a Biden.
I know. Yeah, Biden doesn't roll off the tongue. It sounds like a dental product.
Yeah, mid October. Maybe Cheer you can go. I'm probably gonna be a little unavailable at the time. Ooh, nice parry.
Thanks. Oh, I should have equipped some abilities.
You should have equipped some of the. Oh my god, you got to show off some of the abilities.
Okay. One sec.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Dispatch these guys. Ow. Oof. I'm out of stamina.
Yeah, that's attack right there is the attack that poisons. AoE poisons. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get poisoned.
How am I not getting poisoned? Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. Bugs in real time.
Always.
Calling tridents forks bothers me so much. Yeah, every biome it's just another trident, but with one more prong.
Yeah. Quadrant.
Be so silly.
Let's see. Let's go back to zone 1. Whee.
They handed the booty to me when they were T-posing. Yeah, that was even harder to read, right? All of the
Oh yeah,
attack
it was like
timings.
impossible. I was like,
Yeah.
you guys can play in the Greatwood in this patch, but like, it's kind of rough. In that last one, or the first one where
Yeah.
we had those placeholder enemies.
Oh, yeah, Sarah Bear was like, hey, even if we don't have booths, it'd be just fun to meet up for like drinks or something. Yeah, that'd be so fun. That'd be super fun.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh yeah, but there's lots of new. Oh, I like this one. This one's fun. Earthquake's also fun.
Nico asks, are we going to do seasonal events
Hello.
or items like Halloween themed or Christmas themed items?
Ooh. I don't think we have like a firm plan, but I think that is something we would love to do. I think we probably have to figure out a little bit how it fits into like, normally in our game,
Yeah.
it's like progression is tied to like the biome itself, and so like, and those things kind of have like some tight theming. But I always love stuff like seasonal content in games. I'm a big
Yeah.
sucker for it.
Steph and I
Also,
both
so
come
some.
from the live
Mhm.
service world where that is a very common, but also it's just fun, you know?
Yeah, good clean
But
fun.
yeah, we'll have to weigh out how to do it. But I think that'd be a really fun thing to do if we can figure out like the right amount of stuff and sort of how to deliver it in a way that makes sense in the game, like knowledge tree, like literally functionally. Sorry,
Okay, so
go
some of
ahead.
these new abilities,
Yeah.
yes, harvest is like gathers all nearby large resources, so the ones you normally have to like hit with your tool, basically. And there's like this new earthquake one, very the Greatwood is earth themed if you haven't picked that up yet from the giant earth turtle. So you earn like an earthquake ability, which will be like a big AoE damage and stun actually. So I think this is like one of the first ways that you can stun an enemy outside of like the parry, which is really cool. We'll also have like a new set of minor abilities, obviously too. I really like this one that just like increases the amount of stuff you can carry by a lot. I love that.
Yeah, that's
Um,
nice.
there's also one that's like heals you for a percentage of your health if you're blocking, and is doubly effective for parries. Um,
Can you show the Wuxi one?
oh the
You got
Wushy
it.
one, spawn updraft.
Yeah, thank you. You got to show
Uh,
Harvest and that one. I think if you're gonna show them off.
okay, but earthquake is so cool.
Okay, fine.
So I'll show harvest.
You can show that one right here, and then
Do.
just swap
Is
it.
there anywhere? What's like the juiciest cluster?
I don't know. This is a
Or should I
lot
have
of
some rocks
trees.
right here? This is pretty good. They're all falling down around me. It's fun.
Now picture that with visuals.
Yeah. What? Those aren't. You don't think those are visuals?
Yeah, you don't want
Uh,
an Unreal debug sphere. Yeah,
that's my favorite.
this one
This
is
also. This one also probably needs a little bit of enhanced visuals, but yeah,
it's
really cool to be able to like spawn and updraft like kind of anywhere. So if there's like a place you want to get to, or if you just want, they are temporary, obviously, so they will go away. But really handy in a pinch, or even just like to make navigating like a little bit more fun.
yeah.
Like actually, I like used one before to like get on top of this stump, and like I built a house up there.
I
Oh
think
shoot!
I
There's
think we
more
could
enemies here
all
than I thought.
imagine those moments in the embrace where you like had to build up to there a little bit, and now you can just lay down an updraft and glide up there once you unlock it. I also used it to save my own life when I was getting surrounded on the beach by like four of these guys, and I just zoomed up into the sky.
Oh, that's smart. Didn't think of it as a combat ability.
Yeah, no. It saved the crap out of me. I was able to get up to an upper branch and use a bunch of bandages.
Ooh.
Oh wow, nice parry.
I know. I usually miss that one. Oh, there's
That
a what?
one's fast.
Oh yeah, we also added. I think you can see. Oh, maybe it's not in the brambles yet, but like I think last patch we added for the first time that some of the obstacles. Oh my god.
Dude,
Oh my god.
you're getting wrecked
I'm
right
getting
now.
worked.
Oh, you
Um.
hit the bramble.
But that enemies can be affected by like some of the environmental effects. So like if you bump them into like the razor coral, they'll take
Yeah.
damage just like you do. Which I think is really fun, and we're definitely I think gonna have that on these brambles too. So a little bit of like environmental gameplay.
Thanks for coming, Nico.
Ooh. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. I guess now we're just in casual AMA and running around.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Let me see
I'm so good at
here.
this game. Holy
Different
shit.
drops for different items. Oh. Hmm. Okay, this is not
Different.
totally the right reference. Escape from Tarkov has this thing where you can find Christmas baubles that you use to craft things. And it's just like such a hilarious thing because you're like fighting for your life, scrounging bullets in that game, and then you're like, oh my god, a purple Christmas small ball. That's what I needed. But you know,
That's just what I needed to survive.
that would be a fun loot drop based way to do it. Um,
Woo.
let's see. I
Spooky
also
plant.
can't wait for controller support. I'm not so good with it. Controller support is in the works. We're gonna be
Cool.
working. Oh, you see a poison trap on screen.
Don't stand on it. Don't stand there.
Oh, get low. Thank you so much for the sub. That's really kind of you. Really appreciate the support, and thank you so much for showing up to the channel today. Oh, you're killing Pumbaa.
What did you say the other day? You were like, I found Pumbaa and his whole family or something.
Yeah, because I saw 3 of them, and they led to the most delicious meat.
I
Get
really
low
don't
when the
like the
whistle
spirit
blow.
against these guys. Cause they're pretty scary.
I really like how
Cool.
the charge attack netted out, actually, because I feel like I get jumped by them from a really far distance in a way that is different from a lot of the other enemies.
Oh. Yeah.
Where's Timon? It's a future update.
Wish I
When we
had a combat ability right now.
when we add a savanna biome.
The spider gunk.
What do you mean? Just
Can I say, can I use harvest on them? Are they just large resource nodes? Aren't we all just large resource nodes when you think about it?
yikes.
Oh, that one is so
No
hard.
game audio. Oh, is the game audio not coming through at the stream?
Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
Is your game audio turned off?
Oh, well, I probably won't die. It's a little low. Much to the sadness, or I guess I don't know if it's on my stream. That would be the other place. Because I'm streaming to you, streaming to Discord.
Yeah, I'm
There
not
we
getting
go. I
audio.
turned on my stream audio.
I'm not hearing it through my call anymore, as I realize. That's okay.
Maybe your audio's off
Could
for
be.
my thing.
Could be.
Well,
Ooh.
my inventory's full, but I want this thing. Improved healing potion.
Oh,
I actually haven't gotten that yet.
It looks so shiny.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. His little butt. We are at the end of the.
Yeah, we're already at the end of the stream. I forgot. Remind us how many biomes you want to add. You're wanting to add. So for early access, we're gonna have the 3. The Greatwood completes the set. I think that's gonna be ballpark like 30 plus some hours of play. It could easily be longer, especially if you're trying to do completionist and if you're building a lot in each space. But by 1.0, we want at least 5 total, right? So we already have some brain thoughts about what our next one might be. That's going to be some discussion for us even before early access happens. But we're going to be, wow, that was a lot of gathering really quick.
Yeah, that was a nice nice cluster.
Yeah, so hopefully it won't be crazy long until the next one too, because we want to be rolling straight into early access to all sorts of cool new stuff that we want to add. We just also want to make sure that we leave ourselves like some good planning for, hey, this thing ended up being like not fun enough in the game. What are we going to do about it, right? We want to leave some of that flexibility. Are you able to show us what the map currently looks like?
One moment.
Run away.
Spiders. Surely they can't hit me from here.
Yes. This is what the map looks like right now. Embrace is where you start. This is what the demo is, if that's what you've been playing. A snow biome, volcanic biome. And many
this one is
ideas.
the reef. And then this one's the Greatwood.
You can see they're all pretty big. And all of them are archipelagos, right? So they're all islands separated by bodies of water. So there's a lot of sailing and skimming between each of them and stuff underwater to do. Will there be more music in the game? Oh, in fact, wait, I mean, Steph, go ahead.
Yeah, in fact, we are trying to work on that right now. We definitely want, ideally, for like each biome to have its own like kind of like unique music palette with some like day and night tracks. We also really want to add like a sailing theme to like make sailing feel a little bit more epic, especially if you're going to be doing it more often. We're trying to fit in as much of that as we can before early access. But music, as you can imagine, is hard to write.
Oh, we forgot to show. Would you like to show a particular statue?
Oh, yeah.
SG Norton, thank you so much for the sub. Let's see. How will it work from early release to when you release the next biome? Is that the right question? Okay, sorry. I thought I missed another one. So we're going to be adding those additional biomes to the build at early access. We're still figuring out some of the early testing, but we're probably going to be shifting more toward like a beta branch off of the Voyagers of Nera app instead of having it being in a totally separate app with a wholly like separate release pattern and all this stuff. So yeah, we are going to be getting some early testing on it because we're going to need the help. But then it'll be coming out to the early access version. So you want to give a little preamble there, Steph?
Yeah, so a long, long time ago, as many playtesters know, we had the booty Scooty in the game. I did have a lot of. It was definitely a bug. It was a bug that became a beloved community feature. But we did have to remove it. It caused a lot of gameplay issues and a lot of different things that like we really couldn't have in the game, and especially for people who weren't in the early community too, it's kind of confusing when they would come up and experience these issues. But we really wanted to, I don't know, recapture some of what people loved about that, and we thought it was just like such a fun time. The memes about when we went to go destroy it were really funny too. But so we wanted to make this commemoration statue. But also, if you hit E on it, you will be in your very own temporary booty Scooty that you can do only within the radius of your base, really, and it does expire. But thank you to our awesome community. We really wanted to add the booty Scooty. So thanks to Andrew, Billy, and a bunch of people for working to put this together.
It's
hopefully that brings up a little some of that back.
Yeah. And also helps us avoid some of the cases where it can turn into bad bugs, like ending up in weird states. So it being close to the base helps quite a bit with that. And of course, one for each body type, you know.
Yeah, in case, yeah, you know.
I want to be inclusive over here. So funny. Oh my God, where's Mr. Miko? Race course, got to bring it back.
Oh, that's true. It has to be a 1 minute heat.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully this will be a nice. But yeah, we really hope you like this. Hopefully it's a fun way to bring that back.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. It's just like, you know, thank you guys so much for the early laughs, early bugs, early content, and really appreciate all the reports. So this is actually something we're going to be figuring out how to grant. This is really just going to be for our alpha testers, right? This is really going to be for the people who are helping us check out the game. We don't really want to like gatekeep it or anything. So it's like if people after early access come and are looking for it, we don't really want to be like, oh no, only, you know, these few hundred people in the very beginning got it, because, you know, I hope the in-joke spreads, right? I think that's some of the fun of this too, of just seeing that and being like, what the hell, and having that fun moment sort of be shared with other people. But we also don't plan to just grant it to everybody, so I think it is something that we're going to be figuring out how to sort of share out and send out to the folks who have been like actively engaging and part of our Discord and get where this comes from and all the chaos and the shenanigans. Because also, if this is all you see about the game, it's maybe not the best first impression for the game too. But yeah. So yeah, hope you guys like it. Yeah, big shout out to Andrew and Billy for putting a lot of work into getting this stood up. Dave as well for some of the distribution, because like it's actual work to figure out how to actually grant this as a thing in game. But
I like it with the cape. Look at this.
I know, yeah, you got a little trail.
Majestic sitting machine. That's so funny.
Yeah, this is true Easter egg, like weird stuff. You're gonna play this with other people when it comes out.
Oh my God, this one needs a theme song. Like, that would be so funny.
They're gonna be like, "What the hell? Why?"
How much would it cost to license that song?
God, I don't know. What, Tokyo Drift?
Oh, or Benny Hill is what I thought. Yeah.
God, both of those probably so much more. Any thought into tester wall credits behind the waterfall? We actually are going to be building credits. It may not be a physically in game because that's actually a whole other thing. But
Whole
we
other
do,
ball game.
yeah, it's a whole other challenge as well. But we are planning on doing like a credits in like the game itself, like under like an icon or something in the main menu. So we do want to shout out a lot of our sort of early testers and things like that. It's a little bit of a tricky thing too because we kind of need people to opt into it because stuff like signing up to playtest is actually not the same as being like, hey, are you okay with your name
Being
being
here.
being in this piece of software? So it is something that we have to set up as a bit of an opt-in, but we also want to find the room to shout people out because totally like the amount of actual dev work you guys have done is worth recognition. So
Yes,
yeah,
be on the lookout for that.
be on the
For
lookout
a
for
sign
that.
up for that.
Exactly. Yeah. But this is still all in the home stretch of like, oh yeah, it's like finishing work on the game. Each of those are like real features actually. Steph is actually the person building the UI and stuff for like, how do we have a credit screen? Which is all work, it turns out. Really funny.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, funny how that works. Yeah, sing our own cover. It's just like one of our audio team members playing like a kazoo or something. Oh my god, we're so over.
Yeah,
we should
I gotta go to a
probably call
meeting.
it. I know. I'm sorry, Steph.
That's okay. This was worth it. We had to show this.
Steph is the one in all the meetings. I'm the one that's just sort of like, I guess I'm off to answer emails now.
You have a lot of meetings too, but usually with external people.
Usually with external people. Guys, thank you so much for checking out and sticking around for the stream. Really appreciate you guys. We're going to have a bunch of info coming soon about all the things we just shared. We're also going to, I think, send out a wave of fresh invites because I don't think we've done it yet for this playtest. Now that everything looks like
Actually, I did one just this morning.
Oh,
But
thank you.
If people who are in chat and really want to get in, you can still, if you didn't happen to get one. I didn't clear the whole list because we have some new content coming up next patch too that we really want to get new people in for. But
yeah.
If you are really, really eager, let us know in Discord and we can help you out.
We do it a chunk at a time, so we always have some fresh voices, fresh survey results.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for checking out the update. Yeah, playtest is taking place right now. With the patch just went live to the Voyagers app. Not Voyagers Nera, just Voyagers, it's called in Steam. So if you're got the message from First Look to sign up, that's a separate app. Playtest is live right now. It'll be live until we go over into the next one in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And yeah, thank you, everybody. Lanuba, thank you for actually going and playtesting. Really appreciate it, guys. Hope to talk to you soon and stick around. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Is there in fact another person on the Voyagers of Nera category? There's so many big launches coming out right now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. No one is playing Voyagers. Sad.
That's okay. Maybe we could find someone for
We're just
the
a small
Hotel
indie
Galactic side of things, huh?
Oh yeah.
Cheery? Cheery? Oh, Cheery found someone. I don't know what they do. They could do anything. No, it's all good, guys. We all have work and lives.
I don't. Well, work, not life.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Take it away, Cheery.
Go.
Any second now. Any second.
I see. Raid now. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Entonces, ¿hay alguien fabricando? Por favor, que alguien me ayude.
We're offline, right?
Yep.
Voyagers of Nera, gracias por la raid. Bienvenidos a todos, todas y todos.
Good job, great job, Steph.